everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Talking Facts. Today, I had the privilege of interviewing our Darius Stewart. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did. Alright, so the first question, what is your earliest football memory?
My earliest football memory would probably be when I was playing Little League in about, 12, I want to say. My first touchdown, I was playing tight end. It was like a reverse. I had to come off the line. That was my first time touching the ball, and I actually scored off of it. So that was pretty much the earliest thing I can remember about football. It was made me wanting to stay with it and keep going.
Alright, so at what point did you think you had a real shot to go to the NFL?
When I thought I had a real shot, probably was in high school, but it was always a dream of mine to go to the NFL. So I always, reached out to do that and, pursued that as a dream of mine. So I always knew I had it in me, so I just never gave up.
So how did you decide on a commitment to Alabama?
I was always an Alabama fan growing up, man. I always grew up, rooting for them in the Alabama-Auburn game. And growing up in Birmingham, it was really big. So I always wanted to be in that Crimson Tide. So it was pretty much, set in stone for me when I started playing in high school and starting to get offers. And when I got Alabama, it was pretty much already a sold deal. I had offers from everyone in the SEC pretty much after Alabama offered me. Tennessee, Florida State. I had Auburn. That was my only other official visit, actually. So, I had Ole Miss and all those guys. So, pretty much everyone. But Utah was the first team that ever offered me. And I was actually going to go with them first. But Alabama came after that.
And so a lot of people wanted to know this when I originally asked what questions I should ask you. What is it like playing for Nick Saban?
Playing for Nick Saban, it was pretty awesome. He was actually, a perfectionist. He wanted his team to be the same way. He wanted everyone to pay attention to detail and, do the little things right. So he actually got us ready for not only just football, but the real world.
How did the entire staff at Alabama prepare you for the NFL?
Pretty much in, everything we do from fourth quarter to, our off-season training. Hold on one second, I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said, from our off-field training, we do everything, to the T. He made sure we did everything fast because he knew the NFL would be, fast-paced. So he pretty much just got us ready for the next level within all the training and the little things that we had to do within the program in Alabama.
So what is the feeling like of winning the national championship?
It's pretty much unexplainable, man. Like, going through all those off-season things, I go back to that because it was so hard. It wasn't just an easy, walk through it type program. You had to be really dedicated and all about that football if you wanted to be, a crimson in that Crimson Tide. But like I said, just everything was fast-paced. They wanted to make sure it was just all together, man. That's all.
What do you think separates Alabama from every other football program in the nation?
The way we train is like no other. I can just put it like that, and that's as simple as I can put it. No one does what we do,
Were there any specific training techniques that stuck out to you?
Basically, just the whole off-season training. Like, that's the only way I can put it. If you weren't there, it was hard for you to, get it. It's hard for you to understand what we're saying. But if you went through it, and if you've been through it, and you pretty much just know what it is. But I don't think anyone did the things we do. Ran the stadiums how we ran the stadiums. Worked out how we worked out. Ate how we ate. The training staff was great. You know what I'm saying? And the nutritionist was spot on. So it's just hard to compete with that.
What teams were interested in you leading up to the draft?
Leading up to the draft, what team did? It's kind of hard. I can't even remember. Let's see. Went in with the Rams. I had, of course, the Jets. I had the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, let's see who else. The Cardinals. I met with those guys. The Bears. Met with those coaches. And the only official visit I went on was the Bears. No, not the Bears, but the Jets. Let's see, the Redskins. And when I got picked up by the Raiders, they were interested.
So on draft day, where did you think you were going to end up? Did you know you were going to go to the Jets?
Actually, the Jets was the last team that I visited. So I really didn't know I was going to go to them. I almost actually missed the flight to the Jets because it was so packed out at the airport that day. But the Jets was really unexpected to me.
Who are you expecting to take you?
I really didn't know. I was just pretty much waiting on the first team to come through.
All right, so when you got drafted to the Jets, what's it like playing for a team that seems to struggle?
I mean, I don't know how to put that, in words. Really, it wasn't the prettiest situation. It wasn't the nicest situation with the Jets, but I don't know. I guess they were just trying to develop and see where their team was going to go. I mean, leaving from Alabama, going to a team that didn't really win so much and didn't really, have the coaches that you were used to, it was kind of, a big struggle for me. But I guess it was just the timing.
So what is your opinion on Todd Bowles as a coach?
Todd Bowles as a coach, man, he was a pretty good coach. I don't think he had as much control over the team as he wanted, but as a person, I say he was a great person.
Can you compare him to Nick Saban at all? How do they match up?
Oh no, man, it's only one Nick Saban, man. It's no comparison there.
Do you think Nick Saban could make it as a coach in the NFL?
Man, he came from the NFL, of course. I mean, that wasn't his first stop in college, So he's been there, he got experience, but it's a different thing when you get to the NFL, and I know he loves his players, and it's a different beast in the NFL.
So did you think that the coaching staff was a problem in New York, and the new change that they made, do you think that's going to be effective for them?
I mean, the thing is, it's not really a question of if I thought it was problem with the coaching staff. I mean, it's the same coaching staff up there is the question, so it's not really a question of if I thought it was a problem.
You didn't have any personal experiences where you thought that maybe they should have done things differently there?
I mean, of course, but, it's not up to me at the end of the day. So you just got to take the cards how they dealt.
What was your favorite NFL memory?
My favorite NFL memory would probably be playing against the Dolphins when I caught that little spectacular catch coming across the middle of the field. And my second probably would be the other catch I caught. I mean, I didn't get many targets, but the ones they did throw to me, I tried to make it my duty, as a receiver, man, to catch everything. So everything I got thrown to me, I tried to make sure I did what I was supposed to do. So the one in the Patriots, when they threw me the pass down the seam. So those are my favorite memories.
So what are the biggest differences between playing in the CFL and the NFL?
This will be my first year playing in the CFL, so I'm going to see. But from what I can tell, it's just before the ball's going to have the motions and how they have to take off, and they add pretty much 10 yards to every route they run. So it's going to be the conditioning in from what I can put together right now.
Is it a hard adjustment to make?
No, it's not going to be a hard adjustment. It's just going to be me biting down and accepting the challenge to get my conditioning as best I can.
How do you compare playing in the CFL to even playing at Alabama?
Pretty much the same thing. I'm not too much sure right now, but with that field being bigger, I know my condition is gonna play a big part in that.
All right, those are all the questions I have for you. Do you have any experiences you'd like to share?
Any I'd like to share? Now just going back to that championship, man. It's just nothing like that. Especially going through what you go through with your guys during that off season period and being away from your family and things like that. So that actually becomes your family. So winning with guys like that and being able to be on the field with actually I want to say a shout out to my guy Jay Coker, man. He invited me to his wedding. I wasn't even able to make it, but I want to shout that guy out, man. Winning with him, there wasn't nothing like that, bro. Like, you can't replace it, and it's nothing like it.
If that's all you have to share, that's all I have.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks for coming on.
Good.
All right, have a great rest of your night. Oh, okay, bye.